Click subscribe to get latest news and don't forget to press the bell icon.
The absurdity of the climate change hysteria peddled by the left for so long has finally become apparent to the majority of Americans. Despite their best efforts, the liberal establishment can't fool us anymore. Real facts and data show this huge scam for what it is. NASA's observations demonstrate the exact opposite of what the climate scientists claim. Global sea levels have gone down, not up. Al Gore must be having a fit right now. This is the data the leftist gatekeepers don't want you to know. If they can't convince Americans of their global warming hoax, they don't get to funnel billions of dollars to leftist-owned green corporations and organizations. When NASA scientists zoomed in on sea levels during 2016 and 2017, they were found to have gone down from a variation of about 87.5 millimeters to under 85 millimeters over the last 2 years. So much for the rising sea levels. The global warming alarmists want us to believe that unless we immediately fork over trillions of dollars for green energy projects all over the world, all our major cities will be underwater within a year. The curious thing is that it's always the United States that's supposed to pay for these world-saving projects. Remember the Paris Climate Accord? The US was supposed to foot the bill for over a decade while the world's biggest polluters China and India sat back and collected our money. Thank goodness President Trump got us out of that one. Climate change is not scientific in the least. It's a cult spread by liberal fanatics who ostracize and intimidate any real scientist who doesn't jump on the bandwagon. Professor Nils Axel Morner, sea level expert and former head of paleogeophysics and geodynamics at Stockholm University, has exposed the anti-science groupthink taking place at the UN Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, as reported in the New American. Professor Morner describes how the UN continues to publish errors in its climate data even after he informed them about it. He explains that sea levels have not risen. There are only fluctuations. They go up, but then they come down. It doesn't mean the trend overall is toward massive increases, and it certainly doesn't mean the world will be flooded. According to Morner, the problem with the UN and all these bogus climate change organizations is they don't operate on true scientific principles. They select experts based on loyalty instead of actual credentials. If you swear by the global warming god, you're in. If you dare disagree with their predetermined conclusions, they do their best to ruin your reputation in the scientific community. You can't trust any of the data that comes from these official sources. Government-run agencies skew their data to support the climate change agenda. The truth has always been the biggest enemy of the left. Climate change isn't about science and it certainly isn't about helping people. The entire purpose is simply to enrich fat cats like Al Gore and to give power to unelected bodies like the UN. America will have none of it. If the rest of the world wants to flush money away on climate change, they can pay for it themselves.